Alright, so hello everybody, welcome to another Warframe video, and Teer has come once again and on PCs on the Chronia Relay on Saturn. Now the new item this time around is the Limbo Immortal skin, which will work on both the standard Limbo as well as Limbo Prime. And I think it actually looks better on the standard Limbo than it does on Limbo Prime. And it all has to do with the texturing, because the skin has a really nice texture going throughout the coat and the pants, but it's not present on the helmet and it's not present on the Prime ornaments you find on Limbo Prime either. So to me anyways, all the Prime shenanigans kind of looks out of place because it's too smooth. Moving on from there, we once again have the Scimitar Cydonia skin, which is a very nice looking skin for the Scimitar Landing Craft. This one looks really good if you put some darker colors on it. Up next we have the bronze Givat bust, which looks absolutely massive in the preview, but is relatively small once you actually put it down, and it's a decoration for your landing craft. Then he brought a full set of the 120% impact mod, so we have pummel for pistols, crash course for rifles, full contact for shotguns, and finally collision force for melee. These aren't really worth buying because you can actually farm them. Then we have the Naga statue of Excalibur with Odonata, which is exactly what you would expect, a Naga statue of Excalibur equipped with the Odonata, though he's also equipped with the Imperator. Then he brought some weapons, so we have the Viper Wraith, which is a fairly basic MR4 secondary. This is just a baby weapon, so it does primarily impact, it has decent crit chance, standard crit multi, relatively small magazine, though it does have a fast reload and somewhat low status as well. It also has pretty fast fire rate, so the DPS on it isn't too bad for what it is. And the second weapon he brought is the Prisma Tetra. This is also somewhat of a baby weapon, but it's one of my all-time favorites. I just love this weapon, it feels great. And this one does primarily puncture with a little bit of impact on the side. It has okay-ish crit chance with standard crit multi, mediocre fire rate and pretty good status. It's just a solid rifle for MR4. Next on the menu we have the Prisma Arrows, which unsurprisingly is a skin for arrows. And it's a pretty good one as well, though the arrows look more like utility arrows than something that would actually do damage. Following that we have the Arcana Wraith Cloak, which is a pretty cool looking Cydonia, and I do believe this one was originally added with the Defection event. And while it is pretty dinky, I'm generally not a fan of dinky Cyandanias, it looks great. And he also brought the rest of the set, so the Arcana Wraith arm armor, Arcana Wraith chest armor, and Arcana Wraith leg armor. And this is just a solid looking set of armor. I mean, I like it. And a fun fact, the antenna on the right shoulder pad will actually fold in when you're aiming down sight so that it's not in the way, which is pretty cool. After that, we have a couple of primed mods, so we have primed slip magazine for 55% bonus magazine capacity on pistols, as well as primed pistol gambit for 187% crit chance on pistols. Then Baro decided to throw in his own Cyandana, the Teer Cyandana, which is just, a solid looking Cyandana. I mean, yeah, it's not the prettiest thing in the world, but I do use it every now and then because, it's just nice. Moving on from there, we have the Teer Corner Diadem, which just gives your operator a massive horn, because why not? So here's what changing the primary color does. And here's what changing the secondary color does. And we are slowly nearing the end with a full set of the Teer Sentinel armor, so the mask, the wings, and finally the tail. This is one of my favorite Sentinel sets in the game. It just looks good on all of them, and it particularly suits Taxon and Helios. Then he brought a 3-day credit booster, which are generally not worth buying. It's better to sell your prime junk and buy one from the market with the platinum you make. And finally we have the Sons of Inaros questline blueprint, which is the item you need if you want to get Inaros. Now as far as my recommendation this time around goes, I would definitely get Prime Pistol Gambit because it's really strong and is usable on the vast majority of secondaries. And that's pretty much it, unless you really don't like fighting the Eidolons, in which case you might want to buy the impact mods because they drop from the Terra list. But then again, this is just my personal recommendation, so if you want to go for the swag and cosmetics first, go right ahead. And that is pretty much it for Baro this time around, so I thank you very much for watching. As always guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video and it was helpful, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.